Farm to School is basically getting local goods from local farmers, and of course whatever institution decides that they want to participate in something like this, they basically have to decide what that means to them. Does that mean surrounding states? Does that mean only your own state? Does that mean 100 to 50 to 100 mile radius? What does that mean? So basically trying to procure local goods for your cafeteria. But it's a grassroots effort. People want to know where their food comes from. They really do. With all these foodborne illnesses that have come out in the last 3 years, people want to know their farmer. They honestly do. They want to know where their food comes from. They also believe that, that the produce in some of their stores that they go to has really lost its quality. And I think when you get it closer to you, then it's actually going to be much more seasonal. And, we're only getting things that Missouri can support. And for various reasons, we want to cut down on our carbon footprint. We want to stimulate our local economy. We want to support our farmers. As a dietitian, I feel that the food that comes fresh from our farms, local, it's picked in time, tastes better. And if it tastes better, people are going to eat more of it. I made it mandatory, actually, that every single school participate every single week. They had to, and I was monitoring their orders, they had to order at least 1 or 2 things from the order guide every single week. The staff loved it. Not only the staff, teaching staff and principals, but our staff, because they took a great deal of pride in preparing these foods that were so beautiful, and tasty. So they really took a great deal of pride. Kids mixed bag, but that's pretty normal. Absolutely normal, because a lot of them have seen the produce before, but a lot of them have not as well. So, some would be willing to try it and some wouldn't be. And that's why we implemented the Tasted Tuesday, so that kids had an opportunity without risk, without having to commit their entire tray to one item, or at least a slot of their tray to one item. They get to taste it on Tuesdays. So that's been successful. They loved the watermelon. Local watermelon was really great. Things like tomatoes and cucumbers, that's something that people either really like or they don't. Asparagus, but yet that was one of the most popular items that we had. If you can believe, we couldn't get enough in. We could not get enough in. But again, just keep, we feel the duty to our students to keep introducing it to them. It is a step-by-step process. You start out slow, and there's going to be probably about a year planning time, and that's about what we had. It was a year planning time, but lots of forethought even before that. So you could say 2 years really to really get this big impact going. Just starting small, and what's so nice is that other directors are always so willing to help you. Always. So reaching out to other directors is really important. It's being done by other schools, and so you can take a little here, take a little there, and then make your own model. When we originally started this, I thought one of the barriers was going to be cost. But what is nice is if you are, what I like to say for the farmer's sake, is if you are loyal to your local vendor, we have one. If you're loyal to your local vendor, then you're going to get a better price break, because they know that their goods are going to be moving. Rather, if they're going to be planting for you, they know that it's going to move, and then therefore you can get better prices. You have to support your food service director. You have to participate. You have to encourage your parents. You have to encourage, you have to eat there yourself. You have to encourage your kids. We need your support. We have great support here because they want what's best for kids. They get it. And that didn't come easy. You have to go out and solicit that support. You got to let people know what you're doing, because all too often in the nutrition services, we're silent service. We get it done. We do it every day. We don't toot our own horn, but you have to get used to tooting your own horn. It's worth it. It's just really worth it. I mean, on so many levels. The pride in our employees, the health and health benefits for our students, the recognition our department has received. I don't know. It's just so worth it.